Law me mo ati.
Bra me.
Na boko de.
What the other room out? I went to avoid the fact that.
Me ba jo eye.
I don't know, it's a bit clear.
Me ba jo eye.
Yes.
Akwa bi Jesus sa me yare no. What in and no say who the was who ni person nua. Because I be my favorite who ni clear.
That means
Me da say. Lord, Boahene issue no aba no. Me person walk us through legal kakra. Attorney General the charges ne niema waye nyina no press conference wo de betudwa eno mo na papa no so de ne dia aba abonten se national security nsam de yemfa mpie ba Attorney General de pie wo bra wonim se yemfa national security nsam mpie dia wono so wonso munye en wono ba kire ye se mrashe bedwan kwa committee constitutional and legal committee of parliament sika wa mo je ye to pass that national signals bureau bill no wodi nyina betu dwa wodi bi koma anwan de bi koma anwan na chese or pa chire mu kura den ranking we Attorney General Dr. Ayeni no kura no na chese wono kura no sika no ekosi ni so na wo chema enkrofo ene niema wa chire mu de abai enkomo yi emre mo to sai
yo Boahene ordinary I said anya dia I say when come up when be
Daddy
asem no akoda court
I sub-advocate yeah
exactly but according to the lawyer the accused person ankasa they say of the actor and the best the media now by inviting public commentary on the subject matter. Now this year, on Mankasa, as the law and the actual public debate, we're opening the matter up for all kinds of commentary. Now, Boahene, we shall see where you left off. First of all, from 2017, through 2024, the Honorable Dr. Dominic Akrotinga Ayeni now on the ranking on the constitutional and legal affairs.
Okay.
No, yet. So it is just not possible that Boahene, a Disika, a man, no. Not on yet the ranking on the Constitutional Legal Affairs Committee of Parliament. Now, Dr. Ayeni, the chairman of the Subsidiary Legislation Committee of Parliament. Subsidiary Legislation Committee deal with LIs, CIs, and non-government. Substantive Act. It's the what we say, Emrano, aside Constitution, your Act of Parliament.
Sure.
Yes, the FNO instruments. Instruments, no, under Act 11.7 of the 1992 Constitution. Now, the parliamentary group responsible for the form of Subsidiary Legislation Committee. Subsidiary. It will be a constitution that can say, wow, constitutional creative, no, you can make some laws. If you are electoral commission, they create new districts. Or the instruments on voter registration. Or the the Subsidiary Legislation Committee. If you are minister, it will tune me under an Act of Parliament. And I know what they call Subsidiary Legislation Committee. But a substantive law Emrani ya debeko a joint committee. India cyber security. Ebeko India defense and interior committee. Because it's a bill. In the matter at hand, we share the letter now. Miami Senior attach ya. Extra ya or the two a Ghana. Salon. A Security and Intelligence Act. The Security and Intelligence Act is a 2020 legislation. Nana do Danso Kufado attempted law in October 2020. But that's it. October 2020. It didn't go through the subsidiary legislation committee. So as the first line, we have to completely deal with. But I mean, Mema can say, the first 8 years, what I was doing, one of my projects had to do with criminal defense. But that's it. Had to do with criminal defense. I understand how this thing is done. I was lawyer and then a friend of NCA board members assembly. I was lawyer in Sagreme. I was lawyer in the Xp0se matter. And many other matters.
We are Gary. Was who did papa baby come Biana Homoloya no. Hey, what Jabako? Hey, okay, away. Jammer MP.
Look, I correct the more matter and sin and having person in Frank.
I know when you got a problem, they say, oh, yeah, photo na ya na mutam, na ye serious.
Maybe a guy will be a Messiano. We want one propaganda folder and obey for the brother.
It's your bra.
Now, I could bring say because I didn't create subsidiary legislation, you know, and call where this is substantive bill, and then it is enacted into law. Me know is here. I've heard the then ranking on the Defense and Interior Committee Parliament, Miami Senior, the Honorable James Agalga. You know what I say? A more parliament, a passe, the Security and Intelligence Act. They used to be the old Act, 1995 or so. But another or yes, you on the sun and and see, another they are sentenced to it in October 2020. 2. The National Signal Bureau Act, NCA 2020 legislation. That's coming. Serious. Some men could not do Boahene. That's what you need. Some men obey the director or whatever of the National Signal Bureau. It's the most important thing. After 2020, was he the director? Did he become the director general of the Signal Bureau in 2020? Now, God Kwame, we get by way of public at the risk that I won't be in contempt.
Okay.
I won't go into
the substantive.
What exactly is the case of the attorney general? One takes the case of the attorney general in here. You can't appreciate what exactly is going on. Attorney general case is very simple. Was it you? Somewhere between January and March budget year 2020. That branch here, yes, no, but no good one. Only the lead company enter into a contract. $7 million. They only supply cyber security equipment and the installation of an okay. Now, that is the lead company. The entire $7 million. But what that?
Meet your law.
The entire money. The amount 25%. I think they're $1.5 million or something. She can't enter but just you with a check. Almost a company account. Now, what's money is a few seconds. Let me explain something.
Me patch on with you.
What we say, and can't national was 3 weeks. Not a war, national security brigade.
A stadium chair or no?
Stadium in town. And now, almost the FN of BNI. Now, almost NIC. It is the hardcore intelligence part, no? In a BNI, it is almost the Bureau of National Investigation. And now, almost the first type of national security, almost the friend of that time. Now, almost Bureau of National Communication. But the Tenilio, Bureau of National Communication. The short form again, BNC. You see, we have BNI, BNC. So there's Bureau of National Investigation and then Bureau of National Communication. So there's a BNC, there's a BNI, and then there's a National Security. What was that?
Me too, pa.
It is BNC, BNC. I'm now a cohort. Una okay company. Una okay company. Now look at the name of the company. BNC Communication Limited. One thing here, over here, a band BNC, David. It is over kind of one minute, It is okay, despite media group, it's a very DMG. So that's it. And yourself on the despite, yeah. And now I want to work as a general manager of despite group or despite media group. And now on the answer of that one exercise, I appoint to the general manager. You. And I want to work with the company. One man making a claim. You can say, despite media group. Why you know? DMG Communication Limited. But
me say, me why? Na me nya marketing adwuma presenter na me ye ena obi epese woni despite media group adwuma na me no makote company maye no despite media communications limited signatory no me dia
it's no why say me ya obi say yourself am here me as agent in madam me who be principal. Fantastic. It's hard to a branch here I friend of Boahene. What could something to limit a buying Bureau of National Communication? It will one draw the full name by BNC Communications Limited. Or transfer with a check. Now what we say, the thing with check, no, say, the living paper trail. The photocard over digital footprint. The more checks is here, now we see account more. The evidence will be there. The account narrative will show say on this day, EBG amount. So and so amount through check number. If the check number you have the show also. Into the money over 30-something million. Movie directly. What I get from the National Signal Bureau, quote unquote, then Bureau of National Communication Account. Now to the private BNC communication account for the check. Now this is where we get the trick. The BNC, only one is shareholder of the BNC communication. The private company, only one is shareholder. Another company. Now this company is called Advantage Solutions. What is that you now call?
Matthias Sepalo.
Into this BNC Communication Limited. The shareholder and now only for now incorporating this company. There's another company called Advantage Solutions. Now question. Why did the shareholder of this company are friend of Advantage Solutions? Mr. Duwan. What does that say?
Me too, pa.
It's not only this private company is traceable to him and the wife.
And the wife?
Yes.
But ABA law or this kind of
this Advantage Solution was first incorporated in 2008. It's that's basically what it is. And only for Advantage through the lawyer and now me again to America town. I can't tell you to Ghana. I didn't have them before. Sorry. Hey, because according to my president-elect, the cow and not the cow. And so parliamentary committee of almost 480,000 as visa. I thought so never go to our open before. But this is where we get to. The transaction with the release was in 2020. And that by 2023, we're closing account. The payment now all claiming of. Or this some happened in 2024. What's the connect? What's the connect? Sikana Echo account the Parliament club passed Emrano somewhere September, October 2020. The check second one happened in March 2020. Where is the connect? Where is the connect?
But Papa no so scan where room near the idea so provide answers. Ebra watch here them they come parliament there ye way the activities.
No, bro, one who say the thing with criminal law because of the higher threshold to beyond reasonable doubt. The charges are very important.
Okay.
So, for instance, a prosecutor will not charge you for fraud when the actual stealing. Because fraud, anything are almost the only distinction is that in stealing, you take without consent. In fraud, that's defrauding by false pretense. You take, but with consent. The only thing is that the consent is procured by fraud, back down. That's the distinction between stealing and defrauding by false pretense. One, only consent is wrong. Two, all consent. However, that consent no only is back and not like my charges are they are bonus and then they say you and stealing charge. The prosecutor here said overstood say a Japadiana or fire no year was here. But I say, no year was now, baby, I will have a Fabian so call you. And yet, tell you, you can't buy that. If you will need your home, and say, yeah, idea of buying, and for instance, Uncle Koba say, this DNC Communication Limited, like that's why for different groups of companies. In the SDR, at the end of every month, salary increase. I think hello FM. Say
Annie.
Good. In the this month, hello FM. You can say my name. I better. Big FM. And your my okay more. Not German manager. A this FM. So this man usually enters more salary. But and then yes, but a cooperative manager which gets in just group of company account directly to another private company account. That becomes a problem.
Okay.
That becomes a problem. That becomes a problem. And it's not when you with the little experience and the work, they can't say that you can. And yet, good enough that defense every time they put you out in the public, the possible defense is that of Gabi. One say the jury trial for stealing. And you want that in a better evaluation the evidence. So hold this to yourself. If I mean you pull that channel from the thing I said, this is not a good strategy now. Hold it. The last time you said journalist Oladomos and the crash idea, the late Joshua Church.
Yeah, National Security Coordinator.
There. Say open account. They say for Joshua Church. Who is him?
Was him, yeah.
Okay. Also at your class. This day of that October 20. That transaction is really something is 2 years. January to March 2020. Just I tell me, no, say all in the school.
Aye. COVID is aye.
Exactly. So how do you use a legislation in 2018 as a defense for authorizing capital funds 2 years after the fact? Huh? That's right. The defense and keep some of this.
Okay. No, Mamma now was a pan a young renier case in so ABC, minimum so more return date is quadia, returning date.
Say almost a idea. I choose not try to over influence and it's a Lebanon there's a fire within the fire. Because where you are making prayer there when you find a bill conditions or others should be varied. Because I can say because still relate to liberty issues. Also barrier need to an application to vary the bill conditions. We must give a hearing. So it's almost like a fire within a trial. In the meantime, that is there for more like remarks. While the issues that were transferred interfere will be looked into. So let's see how it goes. It's not an easy task doing criminal defense. Like I told you, the fact is there's no idea. It's not an easy task at all. So maybe I'll just do that there will be full head in all these matters.
Well, Madam Asanope. Measurement last lawyer Godwin Eddie Tamakloe and I know I train common wire MPA boss, private legal practitioner. And then I train common.
Okay, FM 101.7.